Back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and as usual, we've got a shopping list of things to do today. Starting off with, I'm just going to need more power for the moment. Why are all of these weirdly lit up lately? Who knows? So we need more burner heat sources, which of course means we need a lot of copper and other things. And in doing that, we actually might need... We've got to probably improve copper and aluminium while we're doing that. So the plan is we're going to improve a couple of things, improve our power output, and then make sure power output's good for a little bit longer. That's the plan we've got. We're going to need a lot of copper though. A lot of heat pipes. Like a lot of heat pipes. Like count the number of heat pipes you have, that's not enough. That's just how heat pipes work right now. So also what we need is some brass. Or bronze rather. Bronze over there. Because we're going to need to improve our... Well, we're prepared. It's always salination plant, isn't it? It's not desalination plant. And we're going to need a couple of... What turns this into delicious, tasty things? Nope, it's not that. Got to turn the salt. So we need electrolyzers. Oh, good. Those are good to build more of. Elect 2. We could build more than that. And we're also going to need some crystallizers because we need to improve aluminium throughput and copper a bit. Okay, that's probably enough. And 10 crystallizers should be enough. So, let's get that sorted out first. Honestly, it's probably easier to start with the aluminium, so we'll do that first. If you start with the aluminium, that was always being underfunded. And you can see, quite frankly, there's just nothing coming through. So let's fix that now with my salination plant. Probably going to need a couple of clarifiers, honestly. Thankfully, we have the resources for those. And electrolyzers to the... Okay, a couple of electrolyzers just to make it work a bit better. Hydro plant, that's not the right building. I guess means we don't need anything. Okay, so water turned to saline water. We're going to need flare stacks, that's actually what we're going to need, and we've got enough for one. That's not great. Bet you it all went wrong when I built the clarifiers. Oh, where we're at. Nothing we can do about it now. We already had one of those, but you know what? Never hurts to have more. Don't know if this is actually going to produce enough. Just double check that real quick. It's going to produce 60. Not quite enough, but it should help. And then we've just got to output. We do not have a lot of inserters. That could be a problem very soon. No, that drop place was fine. We have a lot of inserters and a lot of belts, so I'm going to improve that very soon. Because we're going to need to improve that. And power this all up and worry about the whole flare stack situation. Okay. That's not quite enough, but it should do the job for now. In fact, does that even make enough water? Doesn't actually make enough water. Wow. Kinda assumed it would. Oh yeah, I guess it's not gonna work properly until we actually get rid of these other gases, is it? That's alright. Get rid of the hydrogen, even though I kinda want hydrogen. I don't really need it now. Okay. Connect, connect, connect. It'll run for a brief moment and then it will stop working again. And power that. Okay, great. So we do need more flare stacks, and I believe for that we need more stone and iron pipes, so that's fine. So that's that problem solved, mostly aside from the lacking flare stack. The next problem we're here to solve is copper, which is going to be a problem that's fixed two ways. The first way is getting to the copper. It's not really a problem so much, it's just something I got to do. Because it's doing very well, but we're actually not making enough copper. So we'll do, in the crystallizers out 2 notches. In fact, maybe there was a problem with this because we've got all this stuff just sitting there for some reason. Don't know what I'm going to do with those chunks, but I'll figure that out one day. We can probably get rid of that chloric wastewater. I know it's probably something we wanted, but it's gone now. Okay. We want that. We probably need a little bit more land fill, but that's easy enough. Two should be enough for now, I imagine. Don't have enough of things, so that's great to see. Connect them up. And we don't have enough inserters, that's alright. We'll get that fixed up one day. One day we'll have a belt system that can handle this problem. Hasn't happened yet, but it'll happen one day. And we also do want to have... I wanted these, but I'm out of steel for that. Okay. Can I at least make my faster crushers? I can, but I need to get rid of these ones first, which is fine. And so then once I get the faster inserters and stack inserters, then that's probably the best we can do with this until we actually make a new facility. Which is fine, I mean, it's still a vast improvement. So now the problem is we're just not inserting fast enough, but that'll be fixed shortly. And let's just get some of this out of the way. Okay, so what do we need? We need more basic steel, which we have a lot of that. Let's take 2 stacks of that. We need more stone. And we need more basic building parts. So a lot of those are actually pretty easy to come by. Okay, so how many of these do we need? You know what? 3 stacks of those should be enough. Also got a bunch of junk. Probably fine with splitters. Undergroundy boys, not enough. These, never enough. And we've got a bunch of crap that we don't need. How unusual is that? Unusual at all. Do need to put that radar down somewhere eventually, though. Okay. So while we're here, actually, well, we did want more of these. While we're here, what do we need for the fluid burners? We needed steel furnaces. If I remember rightly, the main problem for that is actually, oddly enough, not steel, but stone. Fair enough. That's going to be 4 of those, which is going to be super handy. We are out of heat pipes again, though. And for that, we lack copper. That's going to happen. Just because the raw amount of copper that these things need. Which is not helping when my main problem right now is a copper crisis, but hey. So, fast filter inserters, fast stack inserters. Run out of space. Wonderful. Burner heat source. Those are the wrong burners. Of course they are. Okay, well I guess that helped a bit. Okay, so while it's building that stuff, we can go up back to the factory and sort out what's wrong. There's a few things that are wrong, but let's just figure them out one at a time, shall we? How's this going? Oh, there's gonna be... well, one day. One day too soon, that's the problem. So we'll just get more of that. What is it, nickel or zinc? We're gonna need all that nickel one day. I don't want to trash it. It's much like the silicon that I've got over here that I really need to get a train sorted for it. Again, it's not really going to be a long process, it's just going to be something as a stopgap measure. Okay, so that's going pretty well, but it would be better if things were faster. We need actually more of these. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And we do need these more inserters coming through. Great, that should speed things up. Now the problem is they're not spitting out stuff enough. But boy, do I have a plan for that. I do. It's not a complicated plan, it's just spit stuff out faster. And then kind of the problem is... gosh, what is the problem here? Not enough oxygen? Not a problem I foresaw. But it is one that we can fix, hopefully. With a couple of air filters, which we don't have enough stone bricks for. Of course we don't. Why would we ever have enough stone bricks for anything? It's always the funny thing, you do all this work to just get like everything made up, and it's like there's always just one more thing that you've missed. Okay, so I need more stone bricks. Well, okay. Guess it's time to go get stone bricks. How is the aluminium going though? Is that going a bit better? No, because I never actually put the flare stacks over there. Which, good news, I do have enough stone bricks for a flare stack, so it wasn't a complete loss. I was thinking today what I might want to do is put a train network like in here somewhere. Like figure out how to put a train in, and then I have a passenger train whenever I need it. A little bit indulgent, I think is a good word. But I think it would actually be useful. You know what, just pick up as many stone bricks as you can. I always seem to run out of them. Got 4 fluid heat sources. You know, probably couldn't go wrong with some more fluid burners. Just build as many as you can. It does mean my copper is shot to hell, but that's alright. That's life. Yeah, processes. Or air filters. Okay, we'll build 2 of those, and a chemical plant, 2 of them. And that should be in a much better place. I think after that copper is fine for the moment, and then we can go deal with power. And then we can go in creating uranium. Which the technology will be done for that before, or very soon, so that's nice to know. So I've almost got a little bit of a thing going down here. So if we build a couple more of them, like here and here, and we'll put the nitrogen sort of a similar vein, where the nitrogen can just go into there. Okay, that's good. And then we need a flare stack. Okay. Then we need the oxygen. Then hopefully that is enough to actually get this show on the proper road. As usual, it's using the wrong sort of elements, so I actually don't have those. Wait, they're not connected? It is, it's just strange. And apparently the chemical plant 1, so the 2s are very confused. That's okay. I would be confused too if I couldn't find my chemical plants. It says awkwardly looking at the screen looking for his chemical plants. Okay. Power that as well. Okay, so it's a lot more oxygen gas coming through, and hopefully that will make everything just a bit faster. Sure enough, that's really going for it now. Almost looks like they're catching up. Good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so that gives me more... Actually, how much better copper production does that give me? Copper production has gone up to 12k? Really, it doesn't seem like that big an improvement. Why is that one stopped? Because... Are we now using too much stuff? Mineralized water looks like it's short again. That's fine, I just realized I don't care right now. I do care though, that's the problem. I don't think I need any more land. So what I might do is I might turn these into liquefiers. You know what, I already have a liquefier. We do something like this. Because let's be honest, this is the one that's really gonna make a bunch of stuff. Because this will always be useful. And we need to get water, just regular old water. Nothing special. Okay, except that would not work where I was putting it. That would not work where I was putting it. That would work for a while. Why is that not making anything? Because nothing's making anything now. That's just life. Because I don't have mineralized water making stuff. It'll fix itself after it's done making the resources that I can't use. this down here. Probably need to get a few mineralized water things going from up there actually, but for now this should do the trick. I love how that's using plastic, copper, and brass pipes. Like, it's all over the place. I think it's kind of precious. So these are trying to catch up with everything else, and they're going to absolutely fill themselves up. I guess that is a problem with what I've done in that way, but that's alright. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is work on power production, because I think power is a little spiky. Like, right now it's fine, but it does get spiky, and I'm not okay with spiky power. Thankfully, it's an easy enough fix. Well, with what I've got. And this should be making more... Why is that slow? Aluminium. Really? You're still not happy with the lack of aluminium, huh? Okay, well maybe we'll work on that in a moment. So what I am considering... How many do I have? 7. What I could do is build these out. Did I build more heat pipes? I don't think I did. That's awkward. One heat pipe is not going to be near enough. Why do I not have a copper train? That's my question. I mean, I know the answer is because I've put everything on belts this time, on pipes rather than belts, but a copper train would be wonderful right now. Also, while it's great that I got all this stuff, I'll need another bioprocessor, I think. Which needs steel and another nutrient, which needs steel. Okay, well that's the same thing, twice. Alright, so we need copper, easy enough. I just realized all this copper is going to require is steel. That's fine, we got lots of steel. We would do if I had the... I didn't end up putting that flare stack up there, did I? That's why my aluminium hasn't been fixed. Wah wah. That explains why the heat pipe... Oh, no, none of that. Just drop a heat pipe on the ground. No, I need heat pipes. Seriously, who drops a heat pipe on the ground when it's literally what I'm trying to build? Okay, so let's go fix that aluminium. Surely I've got other things I can junk. Okay, actually, can you just wait there? I'll come back. Okay, and that's gonna make my aluminium like 2 or 3 times faster. Oh. Has the train just picked up aluminium ore, is it? That's strange. Up there. I think up there is fine. Gonna need more steel, because we're gonna need a lot more heat pipes. Great. Probably need more... what are they called? Not burners, fluid... Oh, heat transfers, that's right. Don't think I actually built more of those. For those I need boiler 3s. Oh, yeah, I hate this thing. That's so annoying. You need boiler 3s. For that, you need boiler 2s. For that, you need steel. For that, you need a stone furnace. That's my problem. Okay. Probably don't need a lot of those. Okay, now we can go back to the power production. And now we're just going to expand all of that out. And it will be glorious. Still a little concerned about the number of heat pipes I've got, but hopefully it should be enough. So what have I done today? I've added more burners, not yet. Improved aluminium, improved copper, yes. Okay, so I've done a couple of things I needed to do. That's not bad. Did want another nutrient thing and a refinery, actually, if I have the resources for that. Is it an oil refinery? It's just a gas refinery. I could also just upgrade these ones. That might suffice. So first off, let's just anger everything by just getting rid of all of this. That's great. Let's actually get rid of it now instead of just... So power is going to go down by quite a significant amount. That's okay. It was kind of anticipated. Not insert gas refinery, I suppose. Not after what I've just done. Cannot insert steam turbine. Are we trying to insert steam turbine? Yes. Okay, so that's a lot more fuel than I previously had. Then we're going to... First one's going to be simple. It's just going to be this, except on the other side. We don't need that. Okay, because that's going to heat up rather rapidly, I imagine. And then what I want to do is... I wonder if even I get rid of those ones. I think I do. That's the wrong button again. That's the wrong button again. There we go. Okay, well, science is done. That's exciting, I suppose. Coolant, we do need that. What I want is basically this. Oh, really? Did you need that? Okay, sorry. So... And then we need heat pipes going to it, which I do have enough of. What I don't have enough of is heat exchangers, although do I? Apparently not. Because I'm out of heat pipes again. I swear to God, this game. Alright. And pumps. It's going to need water. It is heating up. Now the question is this going to generate enough heat? It's generating just a little bit, not enough. But it should be okay. Okay, so they're all heating up as fast as they can, I imagine. So that's heating up, that's heating up, that's good. Okay, and we need these to be faster. Which they'll get around to when they feel like it. Beans. You done got beaned. Fool. I never understood that meme, but I don't think there's anything to understand about that meme. I think it was always just stupid. Okay. We do one more gas refinery? I think we can do one more. Yeah, we can. No, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Can't do that one. That requires too much science. Or rather, it requires blue chips, and we just don't have them yet. One day, though. Looks like these have started getting hot enough to go. Yeah, okay, so power should be fine now. Or at least it will be. As a few more of these things turn on. Okay, is that not working for you? You want to do this? That make you happier? Can we build a slightly better electric pole? Not with what we've got. I can put it there. There we go. And we do need water into that, which we can probably get somewhere. Man, if this is what I'm doing with the lower tech of the stuff, I can't wait to see what uranium starts looking like. Okay, so putting them closer to the reactor does seem to help, so that's good to know. So in that case, maybe it'd be better to have some on the other side. Although I don't think I've got any more things. No, I'm at a shortage of things now. That's alright. So power looks to be a little more stable. Fuel oil might be a concern, but I guess we'll find that out when we get there. We should be using more beans now, but of course we are also growing more beans now, so that's okay. Nice. Alright, so power should be fine for the next little while. Would there be any benefit in actually speeding these up? I think there would be. Just to make sure, it will take a lot more power, which is ironic since it's generating power, but that's okay. We'll put some efficiency modules around somewhere and it'll be fine. We're making a lot of them after all. Okay, bioprocessors we need next. And also maybe some more arboretums. Don't know if we can build arboretums right now. I feel like we're probably lacking stone. We're lacking iron. Well, that's actually pretty easy to get, so. Because one of the problems we have is we're not making enough resin. Now, there's a few reasons for that, but the main one that matters right now is we actually put those out that way. Can we do that? That'll make it a little faster. So if we do maybe another couple of bioprocessors, like just go like Yeah. Those also need to be faster. Ooh, hello train. We're slowly advancing all this tech to like red levels. I find kind of cute. Okay, so we should be making more resin, which should result in more rubber, which should result in more modules. Wow, that's all looking good. What is the main problem now? Copper. Really? After all we've done, copper is still the problem? Damn. I thought we'd done a lot of work for copper. Is it slow for different reasons? Slow because it's not quite getting the slurry, the slurry? Mineral sludge into there. Interesting, and mineralized water is one of the problems for that. Okay. Well, there's a couple of cures for that. The main one is, what is the problem? And it's mineralized water still. And that could probably be sped up by speeding up those ore crushers. Okay. That's fine. So what do we need for that? Iron, steel. I don't need anything. Iron would help, I suppose. And a train to get us over there. I love the train networks. They're so fun. Okay, so we don't quite have a train network that goes all the way out to there, but that's alright. It still gets us most of the way there. It looks like these are doing the best they can, but the best just isn't quite enough. Okay. Output full. They don't have flare stacks. That's interesting and stupid. Mostly stupid. Okay, and not building water. I don't really want to build in water, but thanks for letting me know. Charmander? Yay! I love Charmander. Good Pokemon. Panda is playing Pokemon Snap again. I think she's again further than I am. She got stuck for a little bit, but now she's back into it. Which is good. Alright, and power it up. Probably could even go with stack inserters there. Does that make it better? Yeah, it makes it way better. Stack inserters is the way to go here. Okay, it's sped all those up. Hasn't made this any faster because it didn't actually power it up. And I think we still have a shortage of electrodes. And a shortage of chemical plants cleaning the electrodes. Okay. Look, let's just build 3s. And can we build more electrodes? No, we can't because we need carbon. Where do we get carbon from? Yeah, here? Probably. There's probably got to be carbon near here somewhere. I don't think there's carbon near here, actually. Right. Then we can get started on uranium, I think. I mean, already is this helping? Mineralized water. I mean, it's definitely more mineralized water, but we could... Yeah, unless we get those electrodes, we're just not making near what we could be making. And you know, you always want to live your full potential. So that's charcoal, but I'm pretty sure at some point it gets converted into carbon. Oh, actually, no, there's carbon. Heck yeah. 69? Nice. Okay. So 139 electrodes should be pretty good. So while those are being worked on, we need to start considering what we're going to do with uranium. So we've got this big cliff here. That's kind of annoying. How do we make cliff explosives? We make them using explosives and grenades. Grenades we use sulfur and purified water. Okay, well some of those things are easy to get. So sulfur, I do know we've got a big batch of oh, what does it need to be made in? A chemical plant, okay. I don't think we need a strong chemical plant for that. So we're just going to grab some regular old electrode, sulfur. I know we had some up here because it was a byproduct for something. I think it was the byproduct that turns into sodium. Okay, we're going far further than I really wanted to for this, but hey. That's life, I suppose. Yeah. This 390 sulfur. And what else do we need? Do we need a grenade as well, or is it just not required? We do need a grenade. And barrels. Okay. Barrels. Easy. We can just build 100 barrels. Oh, hello train. So we're just going to basically hand feed it because we don't need to. Something near purified water would be good too. Okay, so explosives. We can hand feed it the charcoal. In fact, we'll put a box. We'll just put the charcoal and some charcoal, sulfur and charcoal. And we don't need any barrels for that. Then to make the cliff explosives, we just need an assembling machine, which honestly, we don't need a lot of these, so I can just use level 1. And cliff explosives, which is going to need barrels. I will be making barrels in a moment. Capital A, always important when you're typing barrels to put in capital A. That way, to tell them you mean business and they can't mess with you. Okay, and we need to grab some grenades, which shouldn't be too far off. I think I had them on the bus at some point, which is a weird thing to say. Grenades on a bus. You know, it's weirder to say when you lose context of what you're talking about. Okay.
Okay, and then we can go back to... Oh wow, barrels come in tens, huh? That's annoying. And one more box for good luck. Actually, no, I don't think we need any more barrels right now. I think that's fine. And while we're going for a walk, let's just get more electrodes. No way in heck I've got enough of those. Not a long walk at least, and we're starting to build cliff explosives. Great. Mm. We also do seem to have a problem. We've got a lot of sulfuric wastewater that we're not really using. Can we build another liquefier, actually? I think another liquefier would be better. It's good to have all that sand, but quite frankly, I just don't need that much. And probably need to tell what it's building. Okay. That looks like it's doing alright. But with these... Oh shoot, do we need more hydro plants as well? Because these aren't keeping up. Always one thing, isn't it? Hydro plant 1s, so I guess we're building 2 more hydro plant 1s. Are they even going to keep up? Not heat. It would do until I do this. Then there's no way in heck it's going to keep up. Anyway, more electrodes. Then there's no way it's going to keep up after what I've done. That's how crimes are. Why crimes? I don't know. Where am I even putting these? I suppose I could put them like... Yeah. Connect them up to the water that way. Purified water, connect using the old whoops-a-doodle method. Because it's always a fine way to do it when you've not planned very well. That's the best part about the whoops-a-doodle method. It always works when you've really just messed up your planning entirely. And the saline water also needs to go in the bin, of which there is no room to do that way, so that this, and of course now it's going to fill up my inventory with sand. Which it kind of did and it kind of didn't, so that's nice. And ironically, I've built this exactly the way I needed to without knowing the problem I was going to make. So that's cool, I suppose. Okay, so that gives me more pure water and pushes those electrodes through better. The the faster those electrodes are pushed through, then just the better everything is, I suppose. And they're doing their best, but not even a problem with lack of purified water, it's a lack of chemical plants. Well, I'm pretty sure I can just repurpose those old ones. Got to do the same thing on the other side. And then where am I going to put those things? Because there's no room for anything then. As soon as you do that, you got to deal with... Oh, actually, part of that is easy. Aside from the fact I've run out of pipes. Aside from that problem, surely I've got like some backup pipes. I kinda do. Okay, we can even just go like that. Okay, so aside from the fact I don't have any brass underground pipes, no, that's not quite where you gotta be. You gotta be like one over. I don't know why that went wrong. Pretty sure I did something wrong there, but I'm not sure how. Okay, then we want to go something like that. It's messy, but it'll do the trick. And then we bring them back up somehow. I guess we could feed them onto that side of the belt. Okay, so aside from the fact that we ran out of pipes, that's worked pretty well as a workaround. Like everything's running. So we need more pipes, and then I think now we probably start gathering the things we need for uranium. We're gonna need 3 crushers. Nice, build better crushers, and we'll do that later. So what do we need for uranium? So I'm gonna need extra things for that. Flotations and leachings. Okay. What were we running out of? What do we need for better hydro plants as well, actually? Concrete and steel and electric. Okay, a lot of things. Pipes is what we're actually after. I remember that now. So concrete, steel. Let's put the hydro plants in there as well. Good news is we're already getting brass pipes, so ta-da. Oh yeah, I'm sure. But we all have a lot of junk that we don't know what to do with. Oh, in fact, there's already a junk chest here. Okay, I need steel, which conveniently is right here. And electric circuits, which again, conveniently, right here. And concrete bricks. Well, that's A little less convenient. We build iron pipes for the sole purpose that we don't need to build iron pipes. Why are we building iron pipes? Concrete. Okay. We'll get some concrete then, I suppose. Just down here, I believe. Also, it looks like this warehouse has burned through all my crushed stone pretty quickly, which has me a little worried. Yeah, sure. Oh, that box is completely full of junk. Yeah, it's probably fine for now. We ran out of stone bricks. Of course we did. When do we not run out of stone bricks, honestly? And honestly, I kind of want to pick up some of those because they're one of the harder things to replace when I'm actually building stuff. Okay, so this should be enough to fix my mineralized water problem. Is my copper working again yet? Yeah, it is. Look, it's doing a pretty good job. It'd actually be a little bit faster with more inserters, apparently. Well, let's do that as well. When we go up there to do uranium, we've got to focus on one task at a time. It's very difficult. It's exceedingly difficult to focus on one task at a time. Given the fact that this is one of those things that wasn't written in my list of things to do today, quite frankly, if your factory's not making a bunch of stuff, what are you doing? Okay, that's gonna fix that up. That's gonna give me more purified water. Should make these run faster, or it would if I actually connected them. And is it actually catching up on those? It is going faster than the everything else is going, which is good. That means more electrolyzers in the system, which means more mineralized water in the system. These crushers are doing the best they can. Anything slowing it down, it's the crushers right now. It's interesting. I mean, we could... We still need a lot of crushers for... Well, we don't need a lot. We need, what, 3 crushers for the uranium? But if this isn't kept up to speed, then the whole endeavor is somewhat pointless. So we might just do one more. So, you know, we might even just... Cool. Keep working on things to make things work. like that's not actually working, so we'll do it that way. That should mean all of these are working and we should have mineralized water in a much better place. And we do. Sulfur is also looking good. I dare say all these are running for a change. Well, not that one, because that one doesn't produce the same thing as that we really need. But they're all running, which means we are making a lot of stuff. Where we can. Oh, and apparently we've got 20 electrodes, which I don't want to hold on to. I'll just put them in there. Okay. Mineralized water, success. Next step, start making uranium ore. We want a lot of uranium ore, I think. So we want flotation cells, which... What do we lack? Steel and aluminium. Okay, both of those are really easy to make. Then I almost wonder if we start trying to work on new science type. How is the science going anyway right now? It's going... still slow. Because of copper. Really, copper is still a problem. Gosh, I thought it would be fixed by now, but... I guess where I was talking that maybe I needed to make a new plant, I guess that's actually true. Oh well. Drop a couple of those. Yeah, it makes it work a bit harder. Get a bit more ore. Only an incremental change, that one though. Not like a huge, like, oh my gosh, we've changed the world on this one. That's okay. Does look like these aren't really turning off. Okay, so I think we need to get our blast charges, cliff explosives. I don't know why I built that box. I had a plan when I built it, and then I was like, it doesn't matter. My trash slots are kind of full. Hey, Dark Rail, how you doing? It's going well. Considering building uranium, so that's always a good sign. Okay, 19 cliff explosives. That's probably enough for now. Grab some steel on the way back. And then we're good. Not much steel apparently, but that's okay. How's plastic going right now? Charcoal production is a bit light for some reason. Is it because of mineralized water? There's carbon dioxide. Really, we're just not producing enough carbon dioxide to actually run it. That's funny. That's a funny problem. Not a good one, but it is funny. Plastic is looking pretty good though. So the goal here is we're not going to be processing the uranium on site. We'll be training it away. Actually, I can just do this, can't I? The bots will figure it out. Oh, what? I didn't know the bots threw it. That's way cooler. Okay. I don't quite know how much space I need for uranium yet, but we'll figure that out very soon. Thankfully, uranium does, since I'm not refining on site, it'll make everything a lot easier. Oh, jeez. Rated W for worm right now. Part of me thinks I don't need to worry about it and I could just start making blue chips, but I would be much happier knowing that I've got a stable power before I start doing that. Oh shit, no, 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 no. Don't worry about that. It turns out that was within range of the worms, which is not good. I really should just always keep a repair pack on hand. Just for when I inevitably make a mistake. Okay. Okay, that worm is being a bit dangerous. So we'll prepare the gun. Wonder how much work it'll take to build artillery trains. They would really deal with this problem. Okay, so how much space do I need? Well, this is going to be a one where it needs to be refined into crystals. Really needs to go down to that side. So this is not exactly how I'm going to build it. I'm just looking at it. So I mean, something like that is actually fine. And we could build it all the way to the wire, but we don't need to. Actually, hang on a second, guys. I've just got to take a quick break. I'll be back in a moment. Do Okay, I'm back. I got the video right, I got the sound right, we can continue. So probably want to deal with these last holdouts before they become a problem, and then we can probably get to building uranium. Figuring out how the heck we're going to source all of that. I always love that the worms shoot to, like, they have really good predictive targeting. That it's like, if you continue walking in this direction, they will always hit you. So you kind of gotta, like, duck and weave, which I always enjoy that. Okay. We're a little bit light on landfill, but honestly, that's good, because that means it's taking up less of my inventory space. Landfill is one of those things you really want to have like a just-in-time situation, where you only have the amount of landfill you need at that exact moment. Okay, so what do I need? This is going to be one of those things that's constantly going, I believe, so let's go a pattern of 7 crystallizers. Just actually... not indicative of what we're doing, it's just a reminder of how long I want it to be. I want them to be about there-ish. And we're going to want 3 layers of those. And they're going another 2 layers deeper than they normally would. Okay, good start. We didn't actually pick up more crystallizers, but that's okay. Then we do want to deal with crushers, but we're going to... Do we have extra crushers? We've got some. Quite as many as perhaps we should have. We have some. Because we've only got one level, only 2 level 3s. We've got a level 2 and that'll do the job. At some point we'll realize there's a mistake made. Thankfully this mod has the colored bands, so that'll make me realize easier when I've made the mistake. Alright, next, what do we need? Now next, because it is one of those weird ones, we're going to need flotation cells and leaching plants. Now I'm pretty sure I don't have the stuff. Oh, I do. I got a stuff for a few of them. So we might as well build what we can, and look, we'll just copy and paste it like this. Not quite what we want, I know, but it'll do the job. I think these are flotation cell 2s as well, which is not great. Good, why didn't that get picked up? Yeah, doesn't matter. And I probably don't want those pipes. I'll worry about what those pipes were actually for in a moment. That is going to be a problem. Okay. We're going to shift everything up by just the tiniest bit. Okay, we're going to shift it up to there. We also, did we move it back a bit? Maybe. No, I don't think we moved it back a bit, but This is one of those times I really wish I had a few more robots, but that's okay. But I just realized there's no way we're going to get the purified water in with how we've built this. Leaching plants. Now, the leaching plants are going to be a pain because they are the ones that require the acids. And also, we've got to worry about what to do with the geodes, which we're probably going to crush this time. Which goes out that way. So if it goes out that way, then I want it to be like that, more or less. Okay. Okay, so we've made new versions of copper. That's going to be great when we get there. We're not there yet, of course, but we'll get there soon. It just makes slightly more efficient copper. We can also make more efficient copper wire coils, but then we need to have a line of coolant and then also depleted coolant. Which is, of course, doable. I just don't want to do it right now. What next? What next? What next? What next? You know what? I'm going to keep trying to research towards purple science, because that's what I do want to make at some point in the next few hours. What have I missed? I guess the cobalt smelting is what threw that all off, I suppose. Then after that, we want to do something like this. I hope that works. The out is on the inside this time. Of course it is. Okay, so once we've got this sorted, we should be done. The problem is there's a lot of things in the middle. So let's just start placing things by hand, just the long rows of things, and see where we end up. Bye. Okay. Meanwhile, the bots are playing catch up. They'll do that. But we're getting a lot constructed right now. If we had more bots, and later on we'll have a suit of armor that is just designed for these sorts of large building projects. We don't have it now, obviously, but we'll get there. We're also going to need a hydro plant of some description as well. But again, that's something else that can happen when we get there. Oh, looking pretty good. I don't know what it's doing right. They're doing right now, but hey, as long as they're doing something, as long as the bots are trying to do work, I'm pretty happy with them. Also, we do need to not have any of those other weird pipe types, such as copper, because we don't use copper pipes anymore. Because quite frankly, we don't have the copper anymore. Which is funny to say, actually, because we had a lot of copper for a while. Yeah, well, we don't need to worry about this anymore, so you can get rid of those. I was like, I don't know what this is doing, but now I realize it's actually making for the final uranium. Although it's not uranium yet, but it will be. Why are you holding a copper box? Oh, that must be something that was required for the landfill, which I'm not going to do this time. Maybe I will. Probably easier in this case, but then again, does easier mean right? Probably not. Okay, so what do we need? We need the crystallizers, we need the flotation cells. I don't actually know what we need right now. The bots are just doing a pretty good job of getting everything sorted. I would like to have a better ore crusher though, actually. I'd prefer not to do level 2 ones. Everything else is level 3, let's stick with the level 3s. And flotation cells, we've only got level 2s, we need to go grab some aluminium, we can do that. Aluminium's pretty close. The bots are following me, that's fine, they'll catch up to me eventually. Aluminium pipe is full, that is exciting, that means nothing is waiting on aluminium. The sad side is that probably means it's all waiting on copper. No, you do what you gotta do. We are missing one flotation cell, which is needing electric circuits, which I just have no way of... Actually, no, I do have a way of getting electric circuits. They're on the trains. They can come join me down there. Hopefully I'll get down there in time, but that's alright. If we don't, we don't. Bring the train back again. Could go into the minimap and tell the train to stop moving, but hey, there it is. Cool, that actually worked pretty well. So, back to flotation cells. We need one more of those. Leaching plants. We're not building those. And the bots immediately launch themselves once more. They're dedicated at what they do, and I appreciate it. I mean, this is different from usually how I talk about them, which is usually I insult them and call them lazy. But today I understand they're working their best. How are we doing for pipes? I feel like we might be running a little low on pipes. You know what, for now that'll be just fine. Might be running low on power poles. Batteries are lasting, that's nice. I mean, it's some good work they're doing. It's also stopping me from having to do the hard, like, thinking work and placing things in the wrong place, which I inevitably would do, and do on a regular basis. How many of these do I need? I need 41 crystallizers. And I need some stack inserters? Filter inserters. Can I build those? I cannot, because I lack iron. Okay. I don't really want to leave my bots behind, because I know I'll never find them again then. Which again is another part where it's pretty rare for me to actually care. Usually I don't. but right now it's just easier to keep everything together. I don't know if the underground belts actually, the underground pipes for anything, so I'll get rid of that. Oh, the bots are landing. Looks like we may also need to figure out how to get crystal seeding here, but that's okay. Well, we've got to figure out how to get a lot of the liquids here. That's really what it comes down to, if you think about it honestly. But for now, it's looking almost done. And then we're going to figure out how to build centrifuges. That's going to be a pain. But yeah, we'll get it done. It's not the end of the world. My room is quite warm today. Okay, iron. How's iron going? It's doing its best. Faster blast furnace will probably get more done. That's okay. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't. And the copper pipe is full on this end, but there's no way in hell it's full on the other end. Actually, never mind, it's doing just fine. A lot of blue science going through. You know what? We might actually be good. For now. I had to have that last little bit of just introspection there's going for now. I couldn't just say we're doing well. No, we're doing well for now. I have a cast. Can I just put a casting thing here? They always come here looking for iron, and then there's never any iron. And I would just like to have a bit of iron just here for me when I need it. Appreciate it, that's all I'm saying. Just some iron, mate. That's all I want. That's... Are you laughing at me? Is it because I said mate? Rude. My wife's laughing at me again. I say again, this is a regular daily thing. She knows who she married. Who's the real fool now? If she'd answered, she would have said it's still me, but she didn't, because she said me now. But she's very focused on Pokemon. Which is fair. It's a good game. I am enjoying it more than I enjoyed the Nintendo 64 version. So we need some of these filter inserters. I don't know how many of those we need. We need a Crusher 3, which is wiring brass. Brass is this one, right? No, that's bronze. Brass is the one over here that we make pipes out of. We're going to need more belts and stuff too. Brass apparently is a bit full right now. We didn't actually need all those pipes either. Still trying to restock after what we just did to it. Can we build a better casting here? And because apparently if we run out of brass, it's just not good. What is brass made out of anyway? Oh, it's using all of that zinc. Okay, well. Could speed up a little bit further as well. Not that was really required, but we've done it now. That was for the crushers, we needed that, wasn't it? We also need concrete bricks, so we can go get those. Maybe get some clay bricks as well, because we're a bit light on that. You know, while we're here, let's get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crystallizers that we need. Oh damn, it's that box. I was wondering where that box was. Okay, so then we just chuck everything we have into that box of our stuff. And we've got more room to chuck things we don't need. There's actually some good stuff in here too. That's the funny thing. Like, there's actually crystallizers. I could have used those. I'm not going to because they're in the box, but could have. So we need clay, we need concrete. Okay, clay is super easy. Okay, what else do we need? We need tungsten smelting. Oh, that's a word I didn't want to have to say today. Tungsten, not smelting. Smelting I'm fine with. Centrifuge, what do we need for those? Nothing that we don't already have a lot of. Could also be good to put those on an efficiency module though. Power, we're only using 3/4, so we're still fine for power. Oh, this is slowed down because glass has finally run out, huh? Well, okay. Can we get a train near there? Because that'll be fixing that problem. Good question, can we get a train near there? And the answer is maybe. Put a train there, I suppose, and then ferry it up. Okay. Because we've got a lot of silicon in the base, just it's kind of got the same problem that tin has got. Why am I not taking a train? Speak of the devil, there's a train. Alright. I rather like this part of the train, it's very relaxed. It appears I didn't pick up more belts or inserters. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in a moment. Only 3 of those, or 4 of those. 2 should be sufficient. Okay, so what do I actually need? Oh, actually, let's finish off with these crystallizers and then we'll figure out what we actually need. Because they're picking up the wrong resources at the moment. Or making the wrong resources. Okay, so we need... Let's try and keep the same colors together. So blue and brown both require sulfuric acid, so we'll do it that way. That's a dark blue. It's the dark blue. And that's going to be the brown bobnomnium. And then finally we have the white quantumnium. How the heck you say it? I don't know. As I said, I don't really care because it's not a real thing. I don't think I've got the stuff to make that an Ore Crusher 3, so it's just going to have to exist as a 2. I'm not too fussed by it. Okay, so that's got to do bobnomnium. That's got to do sapphirite. And chromatomnium. I'm just making sounds now, pretending they're real words. Light green geodes. That's going to be red geodes. And finally, these are going to be... That's the wrong thing. These are going to be blue geodes. Cool. Much in the same way these are going to be those colors. Those are going to be those colors. Don't know what's going on with this pipe. I'm going to remove it for now. I feel like a lot of this pipe work is going to have to be revisited. And we need an ore sorting facility. Okay. Do we have a train stop? Oh, we do. How exciting is that? We have train tracks. We also have those. Okay. And we'll just put a rail network in there, because that's inevitably going to be something I forget to do. Hard to forget to do something if you do it right now. Oh, it's coming from the top. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Doesn't actually matter. And we finally want to make uranium. That's the plan. So now let's look everything up and figure out what's gone wrong. Get rid of these pipes that are going in the middle there. I'm not too worried about turning sulfuric acid into things that are useful, but the hydrochloric acid I'm a lot more invested in. We also are going to need water. So, okay, step one is let's connect the mineral sludge. And let's connect power, actually. Power is pretty good, I've heard. Okay. Hey. Get power into this. Kind of expected that would have powered everything, but I guess not. We are out of power. No, power poles. Doing so well. Okay. So I guess we'll go get power poles then, won't we? I'd build a train too. Cargo wagon 2, why not? Because it's heavier, that's why you don't build it. Cargo wagon 1 will suffice. Okay, so we're going to need to grab engines. We're going to need to grab a couple of things actually. I don't think it'll be too bad though. Okay. So engines are near here, I believe. They are... I see you, train. Okay, build a train. Awesome. Then we need power poles, which are here. A lot of power poles, always good to have them. Inserters, we have none currently. That isn't in it. Well, we have 14. Might as well be none, right? Yeah, we've got a train. We've got 2 stops. What else are we lacking over there? A radar dish, but that's not anyone's fault. Pipes, we've got an abundance. Clarifier, I'm pretty sure we got one of them. We not have a clarifier? We don't. We do now. I do want to put I've got a radar in my inventory, and I should really be putting this up to be able to get a bit more vision over the plastics part. Looks like plastic is completely full for now, which is good because otherwise charcoal will be a problem. And that means carbon dioxide is probably... Well, it's not. Yeah, we're gonna need more liquefiers for that, definitely. That's just not on. Can't help but notice there's a drone following me, and I've only got 16 drones. Which means I've lost one again. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Okay, so let's keep connecting this to all the power. That's where we went wrong before. One here that almost does it. Oh, it's because I expanded. I see what happened there. Because I expanded it by 2 and that kind of broke a couple of things. Okay, those are all going. That's going. These need to be going, please. Okay, so we need purified water. Coming in from that side. Okay, that's easy enough. We have hydro plants that can deal with that. Don't know if there's enough hydro plants, but meh. Figure it out when we get there. Pump, not plant. I thought I was getting the wrong results. And a clarifier because, let's be honest, it's going to be something we need soon afterwards. Okay, saline water we don't particularly need. I mean, there'll always be uses for it, but if I really need it, I'll just make a salination plant. I mean, I know it's more power, but why we're building uranium, we don't care about power. That is the most short-sighted thing I've said in a while. That's not true. I'm always saying short-sighted things. Okay, so that's not going anywhere for now. We do it like this. Like that, that'll fix that problem. Okay. Those power poles are in the worst place. As I said, short-sightedness is my motto. Yeah, those geodes are going to be a problem in the near future, and we do not want this sulfuric wastewater to be coming through here. We also do want this mineral sludge, but that'll be easy because we can just bring it from here. How about there? That's better. Maybe an underground belt there. Okay, so mineral sludge kind of being consumed before it gets here. Mineralized water is fine. Crystal slurry is down. Wow, that means just everything is being eaten? That's not good. I mean, it's good that mineralized water is nearly maxed out, but really do need more crystal. Okay. Maybe I won't turn into mineralized water then. Maybe it's just better to turn into more crystal stuff. Okay, so sulfuric acid. This one's not a difficult one. It's just a necessary one. Because we're going to need 2 lots of sulfuric acid. Probably not going that way though. Thank you for your attempt. Thank you for your service, sir. Okay. So where do we get sulfuric acid from? Well, if I take a guess, probably there, because it's real close. That's really easy to get. Get straight from the titanium line. The next question that I ask, because it's similar to that, is going to be probably a bit more of an interesting answer. Crystal seeding. I thought we had lots of crystal seeding. Oh, that's sort of fallen apart as well. Of course it has. Okay, well after we're done with this, I think we go and build another washing plant. Clearly we need it. Okay. Maybe I should put washing plants being built. Probably easy enough. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Sulfuric acid, easy. That's not what I wanted to do, but thank you for trying. Enough reach. Oh, it did. Okay. So that's sulfuric acid. Okay, crystals acquired. Okay, we've got crystals. They are happening. Two types of crystals. Now the last one, which needs hydrochloric acid, which can be acquired from... Yeah. That's doable. Messy, but doable. But since when did any of these plants ever be super tidy, right? Where does it come from? Does it? Oh, it comes from there, okay. And it looks like we're not using enough wastewater, which makes sense actually. This is silver. I don't think we make silver though. Anyway, we know where it comes from, we know where to get it. We pull it from here. Which is actually not too bad either. Pretty convenient. I would prefer... Can we have this coming out as a... What is it called? Top up. Could if we had basic circuit boards, which we don't. Okay. Another day then. No, I do need to get that sorted now, because otherwise I will forget. Okay, well, we'll do that in a moment. Because we do need to make sure the hydrochloric acid that is jamming up everything is the one that's used first. So let's go get those circuits. So we can do the top-up valve, so that, and then we can grab the hydrochloric acid. Should be easy enough. Then the centrifuges, and then more washing plants. Seems like a natural order of things. Where I just saw something really scary, but maybe I didn't. Stay there, please. I picked up the wrong things by mistake. I picked up just wooden boards. Don't need those. Okay, so top-up valve. No, get on the train, then we'll worry about that. Okay, so we don't need wooden boards, they're useless to me. Top-up valve. Because I'd rather use the chloric wastewater first. I think makes sense. If it doesn't, don't really care. Okay, then now they've got that under control. There it is, hydrochloric acid is up there. And that should actually make a bunch of factory things start going as well. Don't know if I need to worry about using this chloric wastewater. I feel like probably. That's cool, but not what I wanted. Okay, so that's now my white crystals. Nice. And this should be bringing a selection of colors of geodes. Look at that. It's like Christmas and geodes. Okay, so that would be making uranium if, and here's the big if, we had our shit sorted out with stuff. That's right, if we had our shit sorted out with stuff, we'd be in the situation right now. In the situation. Heck yes. That's where we'd be. I wouldn't say in the money because there's no money in this game, but you know, in the situation definitely. So, wastewaters. Don't have stone bricks, that's going to be tricky. Liquefiers, we can probably do some liquefiers though. We can do 2 liquefiers. That's an insufficient amount of liquefiers. Why can we not do more? We run out of stone bricks. Shit. As I said before, a while ago, stone bricks are the reason why all my builds fail. I should just carry around just a huge stack of stone bricks in the trash slots. Or have a stone brick train that just always delivers me stone bricks. Both are a good option. I don't think any of this needs tungsten, does it? No. It's just stuff I gotta research to get there. Thank you. The glass is coming through a bit slowly now. And that's why my scientist is crapping out again. There's always a reason for it. I'm never happy with the reason, but there is always one. Sulfuric acid is there, so if I just sort of ping it back up here. I don't know, blue, green, and I don't give a crap. My favorite color is blue, green, and I don't give a crap. Other way, please. Like, seriously. Just read the room. Read the room. Then we want green, and that way it's going to go up because it always likes to default up. They read the room. Tungsten processing, I did see that before, so I know that's what it wants to be. Okay, so what do we need? More liquefiers? Well, one more liquefier. I love it when they split like that. It's just really fun. It's really satisfying. So. Need another liquefier, which is more stone. Really what we just need is a ton of stone. Thankfully, we have a train, which is not stone. I'm aware that a train is not stone. We have no fuel for the train, do we? No, we do not. But we can siphon some fuel. I just remembered we don't need to do that. It does it itself. Okay. So this is uranium pick. And can we build some chests right now? We can build steel chests. Not quite what I wanted, but it'll do the job. Okay. Go that one more out. We can move that one more out. Fine. I just feel a little more comfortable when it actually comes off a belt. Like sushi. You know, if sushi comes off a belt, I'm way more comfortable. Okay. So technically, this should work now, aside from the fact I'm not clarifying my wastewaters. But I want to get stone, and thankfully, this train lives here now. So we're just going to go pick up a bunch of stone bricks. I don't even care how many bricks we pick up. We're just going to pick up as many as we can. And we're just going to leave. We're going to throw our single birds in the air. All the single birds. And we're going to leave. After throwing the birds into the air. I mean, the fact running out of iron or most of those base elements is not a problem because you can just make more of it easily. Like, all of this is basically just more casting for a bunch of metals. If it was like, oh no, not of iron, you just pick up more iron. Oh no, not of steel, just pick up more steel. Oh shit. What are you doing? It was going to the temporary stop. Well, thank goodness charcoal is a renewable resource, right? Yeesh. Okay, so, clarifiers. I don't care enough about sulfuric wastewater or... Sorry, the other stuff. What is it called? Don't know, don't care. Chloric wastewater. I mean, I may regret this later. That's okay. Regret is an emotion that is for another day. Okay, go and do a similar thing. Okay, and that'll get rid of my wastewater. Good. Now, liquefiers. Should have enough for another one of those. Yes, we do. Then finally we need to connect the crystal seeding to the crystal seeding on the other side, which that's a bit more of a pain, that one, but it's possible. We can just sort of put it through the middle of one of them, I think might be the best idea. Just through here or something. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And then technically we should be able to start making uranium. I say technically because I'm still not sure it's actually going to make it, but at least it can start trying to. Yeah, we want to move that couple of notches up to here. Oh wow, that actually connects into the crystal slurry, which is something I do need to do as well. But we might as well work on that next. Where was that connecting through to? That's that one. But we should be good if we do it that way. I love that we're building it right over this like little tiny patch of water. That wasn't annoying at all. Don't worry, we've left like a little tiny one tile patch of water there for next time when we're building there, just to piss myself off again. It's these little things I do for myself that make me happy. Okay. And I suppose we need to tell it go red. Okay, have we made any uranium? No, because we still don't have any still seeding. Okay. But it's not like these are stopped for any reason. That's going, that's... Okay, that has actually stopped. Oh, let me guess. Mineralized water is so high that it stops that from going. That's exactly what's happened. I already know that's what's happened. We built my mineralized water up so well, it crapped everything out again. Maybe I need to have a thing that only works when mineralized water is maxed out. That was a cool spin, by the way, bro. So because these are jammed... Okay. New plan. We are going to... Am I not carrying an assembler? Seriously? Oh, we are. We're carrying lots of assemblers. Okay. And we want a small tank. And red wire. Which I can't build because I've got a copper cable. Yep, don't even care anymore. Landfill. Not out of mud though. Okay, now I assume this is happening in other places as well. No one's going alright. Alternative suggestion is just to build a tank full of mineralized water. That is jammed up a bit as well. And maybe if I do a mineralized water thing... How's that? Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll build this tank here. Can I build a pump? Oh. Okay. Can I build a no return valve? That I can build. I'd rather build a pump, actually. That I need a single copper pipe. You know what? That should be the easiest thing in the world to find. There it is. That was actually really funny. Excuse me, sorry. So what I wanted to do is just get rid of that mineralized water as fast as it can, which will stack up this side pretty heavily. But I'm not too fussed about that. Main point is that these just keep producing I mean, now do I even care about the lack of sulfur? Like, sulfur will go down now. I don't care about that anymore, and I haven't cared about that for a while. Because of that, I could probably just replace these with liquefiers. Actually, they probably don't even need to be liquefier 3s. Liquefier 1s will do. I like how it still tries to put the correct color in. I appreciate that. Okay, so that should make things a little bit nicer. Would it be better if these were stack inserters? Maybe, because then I could grab all of the color at once. Well, I've got enough resources to do it. So I'll just go upgrade. Upgrade regular inserters, stack inserters. I should hopefully grab more stuff and just... No, it still slows down here. Maybe if I do it here as well. Because the yellow ones is what's slowing it down. I'm really not sure I'm actually going to have any gains with spending a lot of time on figuring this one out, though. Like, although crystal slurry is coming through. It is getting some, which means it is making some seeding, which it is making some uranium. And by some, I mean it's made like, 6 pieces. We're going to need much higher amounts than that. Okay. So that means, what was slowing this down? It was the... silicon. Okay. So what we can do now is we're going to build a silicon train, because we really just need to keep research flowing. That's the important part. If research isn't flowing, then we've got problems. So, I'm going to build another train. We've already got the station for it, which is interesting that I planned that in advance. The train's going to be a little bit more problematic, but that's okay. That's not going to be that problematic. It's just get train and iron, which, I mean, iron's all over the place. Engine units, sure. Train acquired. So while this train just hangs out, I want this train to fill up with silicon. Silicon ore. Now, this train is not going to be the final train of this. This train is not going to be the end-all solution for this problem, but it will be a stopgap measure until we finally get around to building a train that's about this. Well, not a train, but like a, you know what, that one might actually have to be a train. Not really, we can make glass on site, I suppose. Okay, but that's going to be like 40,000 silicon, which is enough for now. Now we just need to figure out where it stops. Okay, so train, if you could just... Actually, you can go home. We'll call you over when we're ready for you. Now, a couple of options could be, it could come up through... Yeah, because we can always change the way that tin comes back. Well, let's test that theory. And then train goes back through here. That's not enough room for a train. Or... Oh, that's not enough room for a train at all. Hmm. No. Alternative suggestion, it just goes through the tin, which is usually a bad idea, but maybe it'll work. Oh, that's messy and I hate it, but I'm doing it. There's so many things wrong with what I'm doing here. So, I don't even know what the sulfur is connected to, but I am too afraid that messing with it will ruin something in my base. And I don't know what that thing would be, but I'm not finding out today. Not even connected to anything. Wait, what is this connected to? Sulfur comes from there. Oh, I know what this is. This is for the... Yeah, okay. So how was that connected to anything? Connected that way. Okay. Well, that's fine. It does actually matter. I knew it was... This is the thing. I was like, oh, it's going to be for something. Okay. That is so disgusting, this. Wait a second. Tell me that it doesn't connect on two different sides of the train network. That's going that way. I didn't need to deal with this right now. Okay, I've been hit by a train. Again. Ha! Train! At least it's close to spawn. I don't want to accidentally pick up the rail. Yeah, I know, it's a gun slot. There's a slot that is full because I've got a gun. That's where I died. That's where the gun goes. I picked up the rail by mistake. Okay. Because that's not what the train works. That train connects to down. Yeah. No. Oh, the problem isn't that. The problem was this side. At no point is doing what you're trying to do there acceptable, game. I mean, what I'm trying to do is barely acceptable, let's be honest. That's going the wrong way. Okay. This is an absolute heresy. But it'll do it. Yeah. Almost got hit by another train. This is disgusting. One day all this will be destroyed. Maybe with a nuke. Just so other people learn of the mistake. The disaster that was wrought here. Okay, so. Then we have silicon ore. In a position where we can put it in that warehouse. Right. Then we can get the train. That is so excited about what it's doing. Time passed is either 300 seconds. It's going to be the usual thing that I do. Full cargo. It's got both. It's literally got both. And go to here until it's empty. Oh, I thought I had a full cargo. Whatever, I don't care. Now, I don't predict this is going to ever not jam. It's going to jam at some point, and it's going to be incredibly filthy when it does. important thing is I'm making glass again. And hopefully decent levels of it. Okay, so next question is, are we building more uranium? We are actually building more uranium. However, I have lost my uranium train. That is a sentence no one ever really wants to say. In fact, I've lost it so badly, it's jammed up a network. Okay, so that should be operating again, more or less. Probably got work to do before it starts working again. Sulfur is fine. Crystal slurry seems maxed out again. Everything's going pretty well again, so this should be almost running at efficiency. The problem is I think we're a little bit short on crystal seeding, but it is making it. Okay, so is crystal seeding slow for any particular reason, or is it just slow because that's life? It's slow because I don't have anything else going with it. Maybe another crystal seed wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, no, you know what? That's probably fine for now. Centrifuge. We want like a few of these. So we need concrete, iron gear wheels. No, iron gear wheels there. I'm here. We're gonna need probably just regular iron as well, because let's be honest, that's just the nature of the beast. You know, let's just do this. I don't know why I haven't done it sooner. How do you lose an entire train? I mean, seriously, have you seen this? It's not as hard to do as you'd think. It's mostly poor planning. Okay, so centrifuge. We got the concrete, we got some amount of steel. Advanced circuit, we got some, so concrete. I know I said we've got the concrete. More what I mean is we've made concrete. We don't actually have the concrete. We will have the concrete. Okay. So that's good. We should be able to build one centrifuge because we run out of red circuits at that point. That's okay. Red circuit production should be going pretty good. While I'm thinking about it, I want more strain casting machines. I think it's very non sequitur, but I would like to make more green copper wires. How are these going? I haven't looked at them in a while. I'm kind of remembering that I was wanting to build more arboretums at some point. It was a thing that I said. 6 more arboretums? Sounds like a good number. Okay, now, because I can never focus on one thing at a time, I was doing these. Wait, we're out of ferric chloride? No, focus on one thing at a time. We need red circuits. Oh, damn. We do not have as many as I thought we would have. Partly for this is because this is way too slow. Yeah, aluminium's the problem. The aluminium's... How was that not full? I thought that was full. Huh. Oh, because the crystal seeding ran out, of course. Okay, well it'll catch up. It's getting better. That should be in future. I need more than that. Where does this go anyway? That wherever it goes, there's no way in heck that's used up all its red circuits. And before it's used up all its red circuits. No, it hasn't. It's got lots of them. I like how the thing I said I wanted the most of, I've got one of in all this time since I've been gone. And this is mostly because of the lack of rubber. Because I thought it would be a better idea to do this differently. We'll do that one with green. That's fine. It's not called that, it's called efficiency modules, I believe. We want that one to be dropped out there. And we want this to not do that. And I don't care. Okay, so we are now going to be making more blue modules. Now we also want more trees. Where should we put trees? On a side, maybe wherever I can. Okay. More trees, please. And it's a very similar thing. At some point we're going to use better stuff and use nutrient pulp to make better trees, but we're not doing that today. And when we do that, our trees are too close together, so at that point we've messed up. Isn't it good to know when I'm gonna, like, that I'm gonna make more mistakes? It's just like, everything is right with the world. Kinda calming in a sense. I always forget that that's not where the trees... I always think that the arboretums are not as tall as that. Oh, a bigger tile than they are because the glass, but no, not how it works. Anyway, we should get more trees now. And more trees should mean more resin, which means more modules. Also, we've got like 2 of these centrifuges. I'd like a couple more. I'd like at least 4. But we've got 1.1k and of stuff. Now, why are we not making ferric chloride? Not making... Oh. Oh, is it because that filled up? It's because that filled up. Interesting. Okay. Well, I've got a plan for that, which is to just shoot it. Oh no, it broke. And we'll replace with an steel chest. And then that should fix all of that. Okay, so what's left? Steel. We need steel and iron gears to make more centrifuges. There's the steel. I don't care, I don't want copper pipes anyway. What do I look like? Someone who came by looking for copper pipes and said, "Excuse me, sir, do you have any copper pipes?" And they're like, "Get out of here, boy." Just, just how people talk to each other around here. "Sir, can I have some copper pipes?" And then you just yell at a, what are they called? Orphan. You know, that's good. Okay, so we've now got 5 centrifuges. We can start spinning up some of that sweet jams. By sweet jams, I am of course referring to uranium. How's power looking? Looking good, good. But is it also looking good here? Fuel is maxed out. Nutrient pulp is maxed out. Looks like everything's running for a change. We have some amount of train tracks. Quite the level of train tracks I'd be wanting, but that's okay, it's what we got. Some more signals would be good. Alright. Oh yeah, it comes into that way, it goes out that way. Okay, that is right. We're gonna need more landfill, but thankfully I know over here we have a ton of it. Like, actually more than I'd ever really want. Now what I kind of want to do, and I don't have the tracks for this now, is I kind of want to build that out here. I'm not going to worry about that right now. The whole plan I have right now is to just get the uranium down here. Crystal slurry. Oh yeah. Cool. That should sort that out. And then I want to sort of build the centrifuges over here. And there's also a worm. He's here. I don't know why, but that's just, you know, that's where he lives. A bit more sand is required. Before I was like saying about how great it was that I didn't have any sand left, and now I'm just like, that's right. Now I remember why you need a lot of sand. It's SeaBlock. You always need sand. SeaBlock. I will worry about that madness later. But the important thing for now is that the train has a way in and the train has a way out. Make it real big. Okay. Let's pick up that plasma turret before I forget that it exists. And let's put signals on this before I get everything jammed up again. Okay. And this train, Dragon Slayer Taz. Damn, that's a cool name. I wish I could keep it. Cool name for a train station. Somewhere there's someone called Dragon Slayer Taz who's just like, yes, acknowledged me, senpai. Probably a bit much, but maybe. Okay, we probably built too many arboretums before, but that's alright. Infinite resources. So, the uranium train is going to have a very similar thing. We've seen this before. Or time past 300 seconds, which of course it has. Which is why we're going to have another thing, which is called uranium drop, which will be just empty. I don't care anymore. Now the question I have is how much uranium does one of these things even eat? I assume it's a lot. And can we build a warehouse? We don't have the steel plates for that. You know what? We can get the steel plates. There's literally a steel train. Might as well build another steel chest while I'm at it, right? Keep it uniform. Oh, steel train. You can leave now. Why is that not connected? Wait, why is that? Oh. Because it's not. It's very simple, actually. I don't suppose I got enough for just one more centrifuge. I do. That's exciting. And then I needed a warehouse, which I don't have the iron plates for. Iron plates is a thing that's a bit more difficult than steel. Of course, if I just didn't do that, then it would be fine. So I don't have enough in the end. Okay. So the goal here is to just centrifuge as much as possible. And then eventually we will make nuclear power. How much of a belt do you guys even need? Per minute you need about 250, which is half a transport belt. Okay. That's probably fine. You know what? No, it's not. I want to make it so there's enough for a full transport belt at all times. That's a ridiculous amount, though, to be clear. One, two, three. We'll never need that much, but I just want to be prepared for it. And then we're just going to chuck it in the warehouse for now, and that's all we need to worry about for now. So I do want to see these things spin up. So there's a bunch of uranium in that train. What is it unhappy about? Oh, the lack of centrifuge. That's all right. Here we go. We have uranium. And it glows. There's about 2,000 uranium in that. That's pretty good. And the first chunks of uranium are being centrifuged, and they are not the good stuff. What we really want in this is light green, but honestly I don't anticipate seeing much of it. It takes about 1,000 uranium ore, or 1,000 reactions, to get the one ore that is what you want. So that's just going to spin for a while, and that's going to work. The important thing is it's actually happening. Okay. So, how's copper? It's probably bad, I know, but maxed out. What's happened here? Nitrix wastewater is full. I think I just figured out why copper was maxed out. We need to deal with that nitric wastewater, I guess, now. Do we have enough for a clarifier? We do. Usually I wouldn't want to do that, but it might be the best idea in this case. It's going through it. A little slowly for my tastes, but it's happening. Okay, so. I feel like the nitrate wastewater problem is I know a little bit of what's caused it. And I believe it would be the fact the way I'm building secondary nitric acid is probably not helping it. Because I would have somewhere said, hey, the problem is sometimes we run out of nitric acid and I want to have a backup. And while that sounds good on paper, I would have done something like, oh, that's good, that's right. No, there's going to be something else wrong. Like that I'm making nitric acid a second way. We're just looking for it. Because I know I've done it. But I did it with hydrochloric as well. There it is. That's going to be a top-up valve. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to ditch all the nitric wastewater, and that should fix the problem? Probably not, actually. Let's do an overflow valve for nitric wastewater and clarify it. I mean, the important thing is I can just make infinite amounts of it should I need to. But if it's stopping my aluminium, that's not good. Sure enough, aluminium is being built once more. Uranium is actually being built at a decent pace. Nice, and that on the complete other side of the base. It has made its first piece of uranium 23 something? 235. All right. That's exciting. We can start thinking about nuclear power. Oh god. Oh, I just started thinking about nuclear power. That's not good. Starts building heat sinks and panic. Because Lord knows I will need a ton of those. Those are all maxed out. Everything's looking pretty good aside from silicon. Silicon may be a problem. This is... Man, it just sort of stops and then started again. Pretty crazy. Oh, it's because of the mineralized water, of course. Mineralized water is doing okay. The important thing is it's not hanging around here. So that was the problem. The mineralized water all jammed up over there, and that meant it didn't get anywhere. Okay, so science is probably slow again because of silicon this time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happened because silicon and glass are required. Femtos. Glass is the problem. Oh, we're making a lot of glass now. Oh, we fixed that. We are indeed making glass again. Oh, wait. Did I break something when I was moving stuff around? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. So it's not necessarily silicon on that part, it's that I actually broke something. Okay, that's fine. Breaking something is an easier thing to do than... Well, fixing something broken is an easier thing than making an entirely new thing. Start thinking about how to do uranium. That's probably a thing for tomorrow. Okay, so... Or not tomorrow, but... Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, and that should mean glass is coming through again. If I can find out where glass is supposed to be coming through, over here. Yeah. Okay, glass is coming through at a rapid pace. Cool. That also means silicon should be coming through. Yes, there it goes. Okay. How are we doing for resin? Oh, fertilizer is a bit of a problem, apparently. Interesting. What's the problem with fertilizer? None of urea gas? Hmm. Interesting. It may be one of those things that when we had a smaller amount of production, it was fine, but when you ramp it up, all of a sudden it starts being a bit more problematic. Okay, but science should be kicking back in. Yep, look at that femto laser array. There it is. Yeah, and everything's being produced again. Okay, so... I don't know if this is what I want to be looking at right now, but hey, here we are. Power? No, nuclear? Nuclear. Nuclear reactor, there we go. I mean, we've got the resources to build it, that's not a problem. It's just whether it's a good idea, which I think we can all say, without a doubt, it's probably not. At least not until we get more stable uranium. And maybe what I'm saying there is better idea would be to get more centrifuges first. Not a bad idea. Well, I've designed it so that it can handle a lot more than what it's got going through at the moment. So maybe 3 more centrifuges? Or, here's another idea. I'm going to say I start working on this, but that's still a little while away. What do I need for yellow? Because what I'm really pushing for is these science things. So I need tungsten. Tungsten is going to be one of the hardest things in the game to make. But I need, well, it's not chrome, I suppose. So maybe tungsten is my goal next time. Thankfully, I don't think I need a ton of tungsten. But I do need it. Plastic is looking fine. This could always be improved. I was a little bit worried about how that reacts when it's a little bit under pressure. And it's pretty close by, so why not? I mean, tungsten may actually be what I do next. Because it's the last big material that I just have no access to at the moment. Like, silicon's a bit of a problem, but I do have access to it. Whereas tungsten, I've got nothing. I mean, there's some alloys. Yeah, some characters from, what is the game called? Horizon Zero Dawn that I've got to be concerned about. But beyond Horizon Zero Dawn, some alloys. Such as Nictol, which is... What is that one? No, I think it's... I know it when I see it. Nictol plate, which is nickel and titanium. I mean, technically I can make that now. Like, that's an easy enough alloy to make. Why am I here? Because I was adding liquefiers to a place that was quite away from here. Do. At least my plastic situation is looking alright. I just don't like the fact that this sort of collapsed and gave me like nothing because we just... Because how much carbon dioxide do these things need? Up about per minute. They don't need too much more, but they did need a bit more, and it did collapse. And I wasn't okay with that. So we'll just build it to be slightly stronger. Because there will come a time with all of a sudden a lot more charcoal is being used. Yeah, tungsten just sounds like a good idea. But then again, I don't really need it right now. So what I'm working towards is these purple science packs. And I've kind of got everything I need for them. Maybe silicon. Upgrade silicon. I need it. have silicon coming in on a train, so that way it can... Gee, how's this sorting thing going? I think the sorting is mostly kind of rubbish now. Like, we could just use the space for something else. The only difference is, I guess, this is where I'm getting my zinc and my... Another metal you barely use. Nickel. Bringing my zinc and nickel from, I do need both of those. So, I mean, I guess they can stay. It's not that big a deal. Silicon is being ripped apart pretty convincingly. Because I just need all that glass. So, silicon, maybe? I mean, I do need it, but I just don't need it now. That's what I'm kind of wondering. Or do I just start building the... Do I just start getting the nuclear power sorted so I never need to worry about that? It's an interesting idea. I mean, if I add like an extra, I don't know, 300 megawatts of power, doubling what I have now, tripling even, I think. Doubling. 2.5. Wow, I had to be accurate on that one, didn't I? But then that is pretty good to have. Also need more copper and more steel. Why do I not just make heat pipes? Like, surely the two elements are next to each other at some point. Yeah, there they are. I should just make a factory assembler that just makes heat pipes. Doesn't even need to be a lot of them, it just needs to occasionally pump one out. I do need to continue this line because that's what all my research is for. Okay, heat pipes. This is brilliant. Why did I not think of this sooner? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't think of this sooner. Mostly laziness. And we put it in a box. Nice. And we just don't need to build heat pipes anymore. We can just leave them there. So centrifuges, for that we need iron gear wheels. And we had the great idea not too long ago, just store them somewhere. Just there. How many more centrifuges can I build? One. Kind of expected that answer to be bigger. I take another 200 concrete though, which is just one stack. 2 more centrifuges. Okay, science is apparently happening. Oh, actually, we are about ready for that. Whew. Tungsten will be needed though. As for processing units, maybe that's what I should be spending my time on. I still haven't got around to upgrade making processing units, and that would make my life a lot easier. Yeah, processing units. It's a good idea. That might be the next episode thing. Look, why don't I also just get the requirements for the uranium reactor? Might as well. Just one for now. Because I mean, it's already a pretty heavy requirement for one. And I need another 50 or 60 red circuits. I'll finish that off. Then... Good. Surprised these aren't coming out faster. Oh, I think I know why they're not coming out faster. Because they're using these things. Things are slow. Real question is, why are they using those things? I came here for red circuits. Build any more of those? Probably not. What are we lacking? Iron plates. Well, iron plates are actually pretty easy to build here because we've got iron just on the other side over here. Do I have the attention span of something that has a very short attention span? Yep. Yes, I do. Okay, so we don't need those. This, of course, will kill other production chains, but let's be honest. I mean, do I do something that doesn't do this? Get rid of all of that. Just none of that, please. I know you mean well, but it's rubbish. Okay, so we'll build them here, I suppose. One more, I suppose. One more. And it's going to be the old, like that. Because that's always good. What? No. 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 Okay, and then when we know what we're wanting, which is these. Gonna move that just a tad. Like that. I do still need to connect it. How did I know? But that's life. Okay, they're all connected. Nice. These need to be connected. Probably with something faster, but hey, that's all we got. And pick up, drop. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to run into the problem that I'm pretty sure these things don't have the range to power everything I need them to. I didn't think about that problem. Oh, wow, that really killed power on a decent part of the base. Okay, so shoot. That's a problem. How do we power those? You don't have the... I mean, that would do it, but we would need... Actually, that would do it. We would need tin, copper, and brass. We've got bronze. It's almost the same thing. Or I could just ditch one of these things. No, that doesn't actually help. Okay, we are going to be ending in a moment, but I just want to get this finished, and then we can end for tonight. I think we've got stuff done today. We made uranium. We've got centrifuges. We broke a train line for no reason. That wasn't really something we did today. Well, we did do it today, but it wasn't really a goal. Is this brass or is this bronze? I always forget it's brass. Great. But we did get a lot of stuff done today. Mostly it was the uranium though, and some incremental changes to improve the base. But incremental changes are sort of standard for this game, to be honest. You never really get through a session without doing some of them. I don't really need another one. Okay, so that's going to absolutely kill my resin production that I was very excited about having more of. And Arboretum's not going great anymore because we're just not getting the fertilizer in because we don't have the urea gas coming through. But before we wrap up, we're going to put down these last centrifuges, put down the uranium reactor, even though we can't use it because we haven't made the fuel. But it's nice to have it just there, so it's there. And we are building the science we need to really ramp this shit up. I'm pretty excited about that science. Because then we're going to spend a day just building like one heck of a drone network. Wow, we have 4 of them already. That's not a lot actually, but what we got. It's doing its best. I mean, heck, we could probably even speed a few things up. Leaching plant 2s. There's so much we need to do. Blue chips is probably the thing we need to do most, though. No matter how you look at it, blue chips is just so needed on this base. Anyway, let's put this bad boy down. It looks so not impressive next to the warehouse. But anyway, I am done for today. So thank you everyone for watching. If you've enjoyed today, please give a follow so you can watch the next time I am streaming. I may be streaming tomorrow afternoon my time, so that's in like 18 hours. If you want to work that out for yourself. Right now it's 11:30 at night, so if I'm streaming in the afternoon tomorrow, that's when I'll be. So give me a follow and you'll know when that's happening. Otherwise, you can find all these videos at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. I am about a couple of weeks behind on them at the moment. I try not to overwhelm my followers on YouTube, so that's okay. But everything's up there, like chronologically. See how this madness happens, especially the rat nest, my favorite place, because it is an absolute rat nest of cables. This place is much nicer. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Bye.